right. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Chris Lee TV back again with another interview with my guy Mob. I don't know if you want to say your name, but you know what I'm saying. This is my guy Mob. This is someone else off
Are
the
you good?
Twitter trucking group. Me and Mob. You know what I'm saying? We've met up. You know what I'm saying, and we've been talking for a long time. And he's actually put me on some game and stuff like that. He started off kind of the same way I started off, actually, and his journey took him to the oil field. So you want to introduce yourself and let the people know kind of your background in this whole trucking thing?
All right. How y'all doing, man? I'm Jonathan. Everybody call me Mob though. I'm 30. I've been doing this trucking thing for about 5 years now. Started out kind of just on a flim. Nigga got out of jail. You know what I'm saying? He was locked up for a little while on some felony shit. Got out of jail and that was just like a thing. I went down to a local workforce unemployment office,
Yeah.
whatever. And the lady was telling me, hey man, you want to be a trucker and stuff? And I was like, I can drive a truck. I got a license, whatever. And it just went from there. I went to trucking school and like, it was crazy because I passed everything my first try. You know what I'm saying? It was pretty simple for me. Well, you know what I'm saying? What a pre-trip was because I'm already a mechanic and shit.
Right.
So yeah, I passed my test first time. Like because I'm a felon or whatever, two-time felon. The only people that would hire me in Oklahoma was oil field.
Right.
So that's where it started my career at. Like I went from nothing to like in 3 months to having a 60K salary.
Yeah.
6 months from there, it just kept going up and up and up and up and up and up and up. And it was just crazy. Like,
tell me why it was going up. You know what I'm saying? What was going on to where, because I know why, but you know what I'm saying? What I think that's dope. Like what you did, like to make yourself more valuable as a person out there in the oil field. Like, can you explain how you did that?
Okay, well, in the oil field, you know what I'm saying? CDL drivers are like held to a higher standard or whatever. Well, not a higher standard, really. Like we're just more valuable because we can operate anything. Like, okay, so if you need me to operate an excavator, I can also take the excavator to the site. So they started training me to operate heavy equipment, training me how to do little things like spot weld and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Sending me to classes to get certain safety certifications that everybody ain't got, you know, crane operation licenses and everything else. That's what I mean by going up and up and up. Like they'll train you for anything as long as you got a CDL because you're able to move everything. Like why send two people when you can only send one?
Right on.
You know, it's cheaper for them to do it that way or whatever. It helped me out a whole bunch. It's been pretty lovely.
So tell me about, you know what I'm saying? You said you went from like 3 months. In 3 months, you made like 60K. With all those certifications, like, can you get into like some of the money? Because I know in the oil field, like you make really good money. So can you get into like how you went 3 months to get into 60K, and then like what the certifications did for your salary and the money that you make?
Okay, well, the certifications, the job I'm talking about, the first job I had in the oil field, was a job doing cathodic protection or whatever. It's basically just hooking up 7-foot batteries to pipelines and stuff to keep them from rusting.
Right on.
And you know, like during that company, you know what I'm saying, we got a drill rig, you got a 1-ton truck holding the supplies, and then you got a water truck with a trailer on it. Usually you're hauling some type of equipment, an excavator, dozer, you know, maybe a bobcat or something. I mean, whatever type of equipment we needed for the job. And because I was the one driving the equipment truck or whatever, you know what I'm saying, I had to be certified to operate the equipment legally under OSHA standards or whatever. So they had to send me to a class and training and everything to get certified. Once you get a cert, pay goes up every time. Every new cert, your pay goes up.
Yes,
like
sir.
every new cert, endorsements, pay goes up. Like everything in the oil field you do, your pay goes up. Like if you learn something, your pay goes up. You go to a class, your pay goes up. You go to any training, your pay's going up in the oil
Right.
field. You know what I'm saying? And they not doing no little quarter raises or nothing like that. You getting 7-8% increase, or you getting $4 and $5 extra an hour and things like that. Like they really pay you what you worked in the oil field. You know what I'm saying? If you know your shit, you ain't no loser. Well, even
So
though the oil field don't.
how is that taking you from kind of like the booming, you know what I'm saying? It's always kind of like boom and bust, right? In the oil fields, ebb and flow up and down. But like what's going on right now? Can you kind of tell me about like kind of what's going on right now and how what you learned in the past has helped you maneuver and like still be a valuable player in the, you know what I'm saying, where you at now?
Well, since me knowing how to operate different types of machinery, the different types of trailer equipment, because you've seen me post on social media the different types of trailers and everything else that we operate in the oil field. So it's like, even though that the oil field's gone bust for most people, like I'm still a value because I can work on a truck. I can operate any type of machinery. I can operate any crane. I can fix the machinery and the trucks. You know what I'm saying? So like, well, most people, they catch layoffs and stuff like that. I'm still a major player because I can do everybody's job plus mine.
Right. I know like on social media you be having like crazy oil field stories. Can you give me like some of the stuff you some of the stories or some of the things that you've been through, you know what I'm saying, that they're not funny when it happens, but after the fact it's just like
Oh yeah. I think the craziest story was I was in Thomas, Oklahoma, and I was doing what we call an oil transfer.
Right.
So I'm taking oil from one tank into a truck. I'm pulling it into the truck and then I'm swapping the hose and putting it into another tank. See, it's a lot going on because with the dealing with crude oil, it's a lot of deadly gases like H2S and methane and everything else you got to worry about.
For sure.
So I'm sitting there and we just hired this guy. Okay, so we're transferring the oil. This guy said he has 8 years worth of oil field experience. So I've been driving this long and everything else. So I'm like, hey man, I'm gonna need you to back this truck up right here, cut the engine off, and I'm gonna show you how to hook this up. He was like, oh, I know how to do it. So me thinking like, shit, I'm supervisor on site. You know how to do it. I'm gonna let you do it. I'm gonna just sit there. So I'm talking on my phone.
For sure.
This dude, okay, so damn, I messed up. Okay. So the way the truck is set up, it has hatches on the top that you're supposed to loosen and clean the truck out after every shift. So when you get in your truck to pre-trip, you got to go tighten it.
Okay.
This is a pressurized vacuum truck.
Yeah.
So dude didn't tighten his hatches back down. And so I'm sitting there. I didn't even know he didn't tighten his hatches back down because I'm in a pickup truck. He's in a semi.
Right.
And we're just doing oil transfer. So he hooks his hoses up and everything else. Mind you, he got 8 years worth of oil field experience.
So he said.
So the dude, he hooks the hose up to the tank or whatever. And this is where it gets good. We got maybe 750 barrels worth of oil off in here. 750 worth of barrels. That's a lot of freaking oil.
Yeah.
Like one load of oil is maybe 180 barrels for one truckload.
Okay.
So you got a few truckloads worth of oil off just raw crude. So the dude, he gets to sucking it in his truck or whatever. So since it's a vacuum truck, yeah, it's going to put pressure on those hatches I was talking about or whatever, to where, you know what I'm saying, it's going to suck them down or whatever while the pressure is going, while the PTO is running. So this dude fills up the whole truck. He fills up the whole truck, cuts off his PTO. And as soon as he cuts off his PTO, it looks like one of those old movies, like when it strikes oil, like when they strike oil.
Yeah.
So it's like
It just
the
explodes.
truck is not a like a fire explosion, but like a pressure explosion kind of.
Right.
It's just like the tanks busted open and oil went everywhere. So you got all of this oil everywhere. You got all of this gas that he just like let out into the whole patch. Mind you, you are never supposed to have your you cut your truck off for a reason.
Oh shoot.
The dude, I don't know what was wrong with him. He had to be dumb, stupid, and retarded. The dude, he cuts the truck on and tries to drive off with the truck still hooked up to the tank and everything else.
While all this is going on.
Bro, he trying to move the truck. I don't know why. He tries to move the truck. And when he starts the truck, it starts a fucking fire.
My God.
Bro, you're not understanding how fast everybody ran.
No, for real. I don't think I do.
that's like one of the scariest, like, because you got to be in the oil field to understand what happens, but
it's like everything's flammable. You know what I'm saying? You're dealing with
everything is flammable. And then you didn't cause the gas leak, you caused the oil spill and a fire.
That's wild.
Luckily a guy was able to get the fire out because it was just like a secluded little patch of fluid that caught fire. Right. So he's able to get the fire out before it caught everything else. One of the more senior guys out there or whatever. I took off running. The senior guy, he stayed and was trying to, you know what I'm saying, trying to keep the company from going bust. Because I think our company got $180,000 fine for that day. Yeah, we got about $180,000 fine from the Oklahoma Environmental Agency.
Yeah, that's wild, bro. What all right, so I know you're not just, you know what I'm saying, the driver, you're not just a guy with certifications, you're also an entrepreneur, bro. Tell me about, you know what I'm saying, what made you want to buy a truck and do all that?
It kind of fell into my lap, really, or whatever. It was just like I tell you what the oil field, like you just, when it's going, like you have a surplus, like the money's rolling in or whatever. And I just had the cash on hand. Dude was like, hey man, I got this right now for 26. And I'm like, 26? I looked at it, it was kind of raggedy or whatever, but the engine was brand new. So I'm like, but what I'm gonna do with it? That's what I was thinking. Like, man, what I'm gonna do with it? So I was talking to my friend about his dad had overheard us or whatever. He was like, well, shit, just sign it on to me. I'll keep it working. Bet. So it started there that easy. I just signed the truck under his authority and he hired a driver for it, and shit, I get my cut off the first end, and that's how I got the first one, and the second one, it just came from that money. And did the same thing, signed it on with him, and just, I don't know, it just kind of fell into my lap on the entrepreneur side of it or whatever, but I still haven't even moved. Yeah, it just kind of fell into my lap and just ran with it, really. Because I never even thought about it. I thought, like, shit, I'm making enough money. I don't need to do anything extra. That's what I was thinking. Like, I was content. I was content.
No, that's how we get, like, you know what I'm saying, once we do, and that's dope that it fell into your lap, because we, you know what I'm saying, I'm content somewhat, and I'm just like, I need to push myself a little harder because I know it's, you know what I'm saying, it's more stuff that I can do.
Yeah, because I ain't never had money like this. So, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was feeling like, shit, I'm okay. Like, I got a savings and, you know, and I got money in my pocket. I can go buy and spend as I need. Like, I'm good. If I need anything extra, I just go work an extra shift, get some extra overtime or something. I was content, really. And then I got into Twitter, that finance circle in Twitter, and it just started going from there. You know what I'm saying? You got to see it. You get to
Mm,
see Hugo bust out 100 bands on the TL.
yeah.
You know, you got B dropping game. You got Don riding around in horses. You know, I think that's what really took wanted me to go further when the first time I saw Don in a Lamborghini.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, whoa, hold on, wait.
Right
And,
on.
you know what I'm saying? That's when I got real cool with Don and tried to get all of his damn information and find out what the hell he had going on.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah.
That does play a big part of it. Is like the people, you know what I'm saying? Can you kind of play on that? Tell me about that. Like the people that you were introduced to and like the people that you're around, you know what I'm saying, on a daily basis and where like where that you know what I'm saying, how that influenced you and then like how you brought it back. Like I'm sure you bring it back to the people that, you know what I'm saying, that are around you, like, hey, this is what you can do, this is what they're doing, like this is what people are really doing to make some, you know what I'm saying, make some moves. Like we have the whatever other groups that you be trying to get us to be a part of, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. Like um
Uh-huh.
how do you know what I'm saying? How do you tell someone else like and try to influence other people around you who aren't in the same groups that you're in? Like how do they receive the information, right? Is it
Well,
like
me, I
people,
ain't the type push. Huh?
yeah,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead.
Well, I ain't the pushy type of person. I'm gonna
Hmm.
tell you ass once or twice. I'm gonna show you some proof, but I'm gonna tell you ass once or twice, like, hey, I got this little lane. It'd be, I mean, everything ain't for everybody. That's what I said. I'm gonna tell you ass just like maybe once, maybe twice.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? If you want to take heed, you want to take heed. Like for
yeah,
instance, my little cousin, he went and got his CDL last year. I've been telling him for years, hey man, go get your CDL, man. It's
yeah,
easy money, man.
for
Easy
sure.
money, man. He working at a little warehouse for $14 an hour or something like that. He
Yeah.
was just in there. You know what I'm saying? He see things that, you know what I'm saying, see the things that I was doing or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Having extra money to go do what I want to do, party or whatever,
Hmm.
you know, come hang out with them. I'm buying the expensive bottles and shit and everything else, and they just wonder. Man, fast forward a year later or whatever. Fast forward a year later. Oh, sorry, man. It's
You good, bro?
family. Fast forward a year later, like, dude called me one day. He's like, man, do you know where I can buy a truck from? I was like, shit, you got it like that already?
Yeah.
In a year? He's like, yeah, bro, I done stacked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I've been saving everything. He went off of that $10 a day diet that I went through Hugo, and I actually sent him to your links or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And he found Lone Mountain through your shit.
Oh, for real?
And we went to Lone Mountain and got him a truck. He been on the road for about 2 weeks now in his own truck.
For real?
Yeah, dead ass. I be sending you might not know it, but like I be sending hella people to your stuff because I don't feel like talking about this shit no more. Whatever. I'm like, shit, I done said this shit 100 times, bro. I'm
Oh,
not saying it again. Chris, my boy Chris got all of this shit on his website. So go
yeah.
fuck with you know what I'm saying? If you got any questions after that, I can help you. But he got everything on there that you need. You know what
Really
I'm
to get
saying?
you, you know what I'm saying, started for sure, for real. Because I got tired of seeing it. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, I might say it once or twice, but I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna say it no more.
I ain't
And
gonna keep talking in the wall.
you said what? Oh
I
yeah,
ain't gonna keep talking in the wall.
for real.
Hey, you can see that my life didn't change the whole bunch. Like he
Yeah,
seen that shit. Like he seen my life had changed a whole bunch from riding around in hoopties and shit to having old school show cars and shit.
right, right.
Yeah. Huh?
I said right. I seen when you were posting your old schools online, and you know what I'm saying, talking about like just you know what I'm saying, redoing interiors, buying rims, you know what I'm saying, working on an engine and stuff like that. Like,
Mhm.
um, that's like, what are your other hobbies? You know what I'm saying? What are you doing to where, you know what I'm saying, it's just like you're not just a trucker, you're not just, you know what I'm saying, a robot, you're not just out here, you know what I'm saying, doing
Oh
it.
man, I do. Well, I do a whole lot now. You know, so you mean as far as finances or like free time?
Both.
Oh shit! In my free time, really, either I'm sitting at the house thinking of another way to generate another stream, or really sports betting, unless I go to the auction.
Yeah. I remember you said you was doing that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I go to the auctions out here in Oklahoma or whatever, and I pick up little, trinket cars or whatever. Either I got some of my old schools from the auction before too, but really I just pick up cars for like, people that ain't got a whole lot of money to spend on a down payment and stuff and payments at a car lot or whatever. Hell, I got a car right here for you for $1,200. It's gonna get you back and forth to A and B if you take care of it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Things like that. You know what I'm saying? I might spend $300 and sell a car for 18.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Things like that. Like, but as far as a robot, I kind of am now because I have a place that I want to be or whatever, a certain age that I want to be retired by and just working off of my phone and my computer.
All right.
And that's so as far as a robot, yeah, I am a robot right now. Like I'm real set in my ways, particular about the way I do things and everything else, to where I know my shit's gonna be where I want it to be at the time and point I want it to be at.
That was going to kind of be my next question, and like kind of how I want to wrap it up is just like what is the future like, you know what I'm saying, of every, because you have like so much knowledge, bro. You have like that mentality, like that hustler's mentality, like you were saying about you having an eye for something that's gonna make some money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Everybody can't look at something. I can look at anything, bro. I sold cardboard boxes before, you know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
off the internet.
Damn.
What gives you that? You know what I'm saying? That's what I learned, you know what I'm saying, just growing up, bro. This is
Yeah.
I'll sell anything, bro. But what gives people like how do you develop that eye, bro? Like how do you I could like what do you get what gives you the audacity to be like, you know what I'm saying? I'll sell. I can, you know what I'm saying? I look at something and be like, I'll sell that. You know what I'm saying? I know somebody will buy that. I know that I can make money this way off of sports betting. I know that, you know what I'm saying, this person, they're talking their talk and whatever they're doing, I know I can do it. Like what gives you that, you know what I'm saying? How do you know you can do that kind of stuff?
Man, I've done a lot of things in my life to get by, you know what I'm saying, shucking and jiving. You know, I
Yeah,
like to use that word. I did a
I feel
lot of
you.
shucking and
I feel
jiving
you,
in my
bro.
life or whatever. So it's like I'm a jack of all trades and a master of one or two.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing about that is I sit there and I watch on the TL or whatever. I was watching this guy called Stun. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you might know who Stun is.
I
I've
see
seen
him
him on
like when y'all
TL.
recruit him and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Stun is like a super entrepreneur. I think he probably got like 50 streams of income.
Okay.
So, you know what I'm saying? Stun had hopped in my DM one night, was like, get your money up and I got something for you. So I'm like, nigga, what
Yeah.
you mean? And he
Yeah.
was up like, he broke it down to me. He was up like, you spreading yourself a little thin or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Stick to a couple of things
Yeah.
and then watch that bubble up. And then you start spreading out. He was like, I'm gonna help you along the way or whatever, you know what I'm saying, and keep you, you know what I'm saying? But he basically was telling me like the shit you know how to do, stick with it. Stick with the shit you know how to do. You know what I'm saying? And I know how to do a lot of things, you know what I'm saying, as far as
Mm,
like the mechanic work and stuff like that.
right.
You know what I'm saying? So like I try to keep myself as far in my bag as possible and not be trying to get out of my bag for
Right.
anything else. Like they say, step outside the box. Sometimes your box is best. You know what I'm saying? It's best
Yeah.
for you to
Yeah.
stay
Yeah.
inside your box, at least for
Right.
the moment being, before you step out and do something else, then you might spread yourself too thin. See, I keep myself in a box or whatever
Mm-hmm.
for the most part, being to where I stay in my lane to where I know that I'm gonna consistently have these licks and this money coming through the way I want it to come through.
Yeah.
So it's like as so back to your question is that that's how I know, like, if I get my hands on this, I could sell it or I could do something
Okay.
with this because I stay
Yep.
in my lane.
Yep. I
You
understand.
know what I'm saying? I don't try to venture out like motherfucker see some studio equipment and try and become a producer.
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
the hell
Yeah.
I'm be a producer as a mechanic and a truck driver? I ain't even got time to produce now. So
I
you
feel
know what I'm
you.
saying? That's spreading yourself too thin.
That's
Now I'm all
so.
tired and shit and everything else. No, I
Yep.
stay in my bag and stay in my lane. You know what
Yes,
I'm
sir.
saying? it's more beneficial to everybody really to not spread yourself so thin.
Yeah, that's dope. That's heavy, bro. All right. Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Anything else you want to say? They keep telling you to sell something online, bro. I keep telling you to sell something online, bro, and I appreciate you sending the people to me. But if you can leave like with some that what you just said is dope, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's heavy as heck. But if it's anything else, you want to say, just to close it out.
If I can leave people with anything, I'm gonna tell them like right off top. I'm a 2-time felon, violent charges, everything else,
Yeah.
and all I got to do is submit a resume, and I'll have a 6-figure career, not the one that starts with a 1.
Boy.
You know what I'm saying? Like, as long and that's been the last 5 years, bro. The last 5 years. That's only
Right.
in the last 5 years. Like, nigga, I was at warehouses for $12, $13 an hour 5 years ago before I went to prison.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Just tell niggas, man, shit. You stay on it. It ain't nothing stopping you but you.
Right. No, that's for real. All right, bro. Well, everybody, this is Jonathan. You can follow. Well, shoot, no, you can't.
Y'all can catch me on IG at jmobb59, Snapchat jmobb59. Yeah, that's about it right now because I can't keep a Twitter page for nothing, right?
Oh shit, bro, that's hilarious. All right, but yeah, you said jmobb59 on Instagram.
Yeah, jmobb59 on Instagram, Snapchat.
All right, bet. Hey, appreciate you coming on, Jonathan. Critically TV. Hey, deuces, everybody. Y'all have a good one. Make sure y'all go follow my boy J Mob.
All right, bro. Appreciate
Yeah.
it.